The following program is intended for mature audiences.
A democratic republic of sports. The Sportsocracy with ESPN Asheville hosts Tank Spencer and Jeremy Greene.
Welcome into the Wicked Weed Studios, wickedweedbrewing.com. Drink different. I'm Jeremy Greene of ESPN Radio, and this is Brian Haynes, and this is the LA Rams 3-round mock draft. For about the 96th year in a row, the LA Rams do not have a first-round pick, but they do have 3 picks on day 2. Brian, if you were the GM of the Rams, what would you be looking to add in this April's draft?
This is a Super Bowl quality team after getting Matt Stafford in a trade and how they were unable to unload Jared Goff's, and we said Jared Goff around
Garf. Yeah, we don't call him Jared Goff.
Unload his
It's kind of a combination
contract.
of barf and Goff.
Yeah.
Sandwich them together.
I think there's some other great things on to see. Cam Akers looked to be the stud at running back at the end of last year.
I tried to tell you.
Everybody's going forward. Obviously, they have Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey, which are the 2 best players at their position in the league, I believe. I think they need to address the offensive line a little bit. There's a linebacker probably in there somewhere, and I think they probably need to try to address losing John Johnson as a safety. That might be something they need to look forward to in this first couple days.
I would agree with all of that, and I would be remiss if, as the champion of the Cam Akers bandwagon during the 2020 draft lead-up, I'd be remiss if I didn't say,
wow, winning.
Thank you. All right, so let's get to it. With their first pick, the LA Rams. Number 57 overall, I have him taking Wyatt Davis, the guard from Ohio State. This is a guy that if he had come out a year ago, I think he would have been a back into the first round, beginning of the second round guy. The tape on him lacked a little bit this year. There were a lot of miscommunications that involved him that make me really nervous. Here's the thing, in this quick shot LA offense, I think it's okay. He holds up very well in the passing game. He's the best guard in this class to me. He has elite balance, very good with his hands. Ideal physical tools for a guard at 6'4", 315. I think this is a guy that's going to be a starter in this league for a long time, and there are very few teams I like to fit with better than the LA Rams.
Obviously, I agree with you 100%. There's not too many guards better than him in this draft. He's strong and powerful. He's very effective on combo blocks. He absorbs power rushers, which, again, with the quick-hitting offense that they do have, I believe that helps out tremendously. He's definitely a starting guard in this league. He needs to improve his ability to play in space a little bit, but this is something that can be learned and taught, and I think he's going to be – this is a great pick for LA.
I stick with Ohio State with their second pick in the 3rd round, taking Justin Hilliard, the linebacker out of Ohio State. This is a guy that never played more than 230 snaps in a season, ever. He played 3 years at Ohio State, never played more than 230 snaps. There's a lot of projection here. He's not the biggest guy. He's not the fastest guy. He's very scheme versatile. I think he's a piece that this is a guy that may end up being better in the pros than he was in college. He kind of got lost at Ohio State. This guy hits so damn hard that I just look at him and go, you know what? Behind Aaron Donald, with all the pieces, Jalen Ramsey, everything you have in LA, I think he could be a tremendous fit for this defense.
He is beloved by his teammates. Everybody can't say enough of him. He persevered through several injuries to get to this point to where he was. He also has an all-time motor. Like, I'm talking crazy motor. He never gives up on anything. I can see him being kind of a backup piece and special teamer for the first couple years, but then really explode on the scene once he gets more opportunities and more coaching around him.
I agree with that. The tape on this guy was very good. He just didn't play enough. You know, this is a guy that I think had he had a bigger role at Ohio State would have been a mid to late second rounder solely because he's an off-the-ball linebacker, which is not something that gets, tremendous hype at this point. But I do think he can be an asset in the NFL. With their comp pick in the 3rd round, I have them taking Thomas Graham Jr. from Oregon. This is a guy that I'm not going to say I didn't notice him. I just didn't notice him as much until I saw him at the Senior Bowl, and he was probably the best corner at the Senior Bowl. At least in one-on-ones he was.
Yeah, 3-year starter. Again, this is something that I absolutely love for anybody coming into the draft. He's got a well-built frame, and he plays very strong and physical. He does have really great change of direction, but he does have a bit of a slow back pedal, and his recovery speed is below average for sure.
He's not super athletic. If he was more athletic, he would be drafted much higher because his skills are very good. There is a little bit of fear that fast wide receivers will run by him in the NFL because he's not top end fast. And you know what? By the time you get to the comp picks in the third round, I'm okay taking a risk like that.
Yeah.
The Rams have done a great job of finding these guys, and I think he would be another in a long line of secondary players that they have found later in the draft.
Yeah.
I'm Jeremy Greene, this is Brian Haynes, and this has been the Los Angeles Rams 3-round mock draft brought to you by the Sportsocracy and WickedWeedBrewing.com. Make sure to click the beer icon in the bottom right-hand corner to subscribe to this channel so you'll know every time we go live, including 9 a.m. every weekday morning, bringing you the news of the day, hot takes, all of the good things, and no politics. For Brian Haynes, I'm Jeremy Greene, WickedWeed.com. Drink different.